Hey everybody, happy Thursday and welcome. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Sebi. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is also part of our creative writing series that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you a photograph, an image, a painting sometimes, an artist rendition, or a Google image. I'll search Google Images for something that just stands out to me. And the object of the assignment is to look at the picture that I give you and then write or try to write a chorus based on the image that I give you. I mean, it doesn't have to be a chorus. It could be a poem, but this is a songwriting class, so I would prefer you to try to write a chorus based on the image that you're looking at. I would rather it be something that you sing and that rhymes and makes sense and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, why do we do this? Well, this is just another great exercise to get your mind jump-started in your creative flow, like I say this sometimes, I'm not always creative. I'm not always feeling like prolific and come up with a million ideas for songs. No. Sometimes I'm downright don't know what I'm going to say. My mind's a blank. So when your mind gets like that sometimes, but you have to be productive, you're forced to kind of put yourself into that, in that creative mindset, in that gear that makes you, and a good way to tap into that sometimes is just something that forces you to look at it, and the image is so stark, or just so, it just tells such a compelling story without any words, that it's kind of cool that you create words to go with it, And like I say this all the time, but this is really true. There is no wrong way to do this. Whatever that picture I give you makes you think about, or whatever it makes you feel in here and in here, there's no wrong. Like I said, it could be a picture of the sun, and it makes you think about that summer vacation you and your family went on when you were 11. That was one of your most life-changing vacations you ever been on. So every time you see a picture of the sun like that, it takes you back to that vacation when you were 11 with your family. And the song could be about your family, even though there's a picture of a sun. So those are the kind of things I'm talking about, where it doesn't have to, pertain to what you're looking at. Whatever it makes you feel, then that's what it should do. It's just to conjure up emotional images, or graphic images that you can actually relate in lyrics. Okay, so when you do this exercise, one of the things I'd love you to do is just really take a long, good look at whatever image I give you, and then I want you to kind of literally stare at it till you space out, till you go into these little daydreams. And then when you come out of it, I want you to take a pen and paper and write down everything that you saw in that daydream. Just write it down. None of it has to rhyme right now or make any sense. It's just to get your ideas in order. Just write down what you saw or how it made you feel. And again, the only thing it's got to do, it's got to rhyme. It's a song or a poem. It's got to rhyme, and it's got to make sense. It's got to tell some sort of a story. Even if it just makes sense to you, but here's the one thing about writing songs, especially pop choruses, they should universally appeal. It's not like an inside joke, or just everyone should understand what you're trying to say in the lines that you're saying them in. Okay. If no one's really getting the meaning, it's not touching as many people as you could. The power of music in itself is touching people you've never met before and touching them in their heart and their soul. That's one of the coolest forms of communication. It's just like this subliminal vibration that goes out that evokes this emotional response based on something you wrote in your living room. And if you're lucky enough to get it placed on the radio and people are listening to it, and some people fall in love to it, becomes their wedding song or whatever, I mean, these are the things that, happen from ideas. All these things manifest. So anyway, and also, like I said, this helps jumpstart your creativity when you're not feeling that creative, It's really hard to be super prolific and creative between the hours of 4:35 and 7:48, It's just like, say you have like a big writing session tonight and you're tired. You'd rather just watch TV or curl up on your couch with your dog or whatever, and you're not really feeling, super prolific or super, in a writing creative mode. How do you get yourself there? Well, these are some of the tools I use to get myself there when I'm not actually feeling that way. But movies do that to me. Pictures do it to me. I mean, I try to find songs in everything. Even if I go to a restaurant and I'm looking at a waitress or a waiter, and I imagine what their life is like when they go home. Maybe they have a little kid at home, and that woman that you barely even remember was your waitress, is a hero to this 3-year-old at home, right? When she walks through that door, she's the greatest thing since baseball and sliced bread. But, when you're in the restaurant, she's almost invisible. And as an artist or as a songwriter, I try to blow those things up that are very almost on the sides, your peripheral vision, and really take a long, good look in them and blow them up, So anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm going to show you the photograph now. So here's the photograph. Okay. So now that you've seen the photograph, I hope you like the image. It's like an old man holding on to another old withered hand. And, I was going through a bunch of, pictures, just images, and that one just jumped out at me. I don't know what it was. It was something about the sentiment of it was just, to me, it told a big story to me. And using your imagination and really going out there on a limb in your mind, creating a little movie up here based on a still image. I don't know about you guys, but I know my imagination goes, I go all out, and I try to explore the history of these two people, even though I can't even see the other person. It's just, I see the hand. So it made me think about, okay, obviously there's two people in this picture, even though we're only seeing one in one other's hand. They weren't always old. So this is how I went about it. So they weren't always old people. Everybody was young once, and everybody was a baby once, right? This guy now is, in his, I don't know how old, even 80s, 90s, whatever, but at one time he was an 18-year-old, red-blooded male, right? And I imagine that him and this significant other have been through so many things together in their life. And again, I base these things on my own life, my own experiences. I've been with the same person for a long time, and we have such a great rapport that you get that way when you're with somebody for a long time. So I'm going to read you now the lyrics that I wrote based on the image that I've just shown you. Okay. So here it is. Sunny days, so chill and lazy. Summer nights, Yeah, we went crazy. You're the one. I'm never lonely. You'll always be my one and only. You're the reason I keep breathing. You know I'll never stop believing. You're the better part of me. You've become my destiny. So I'll read it one more time. And just so you can really take it all in. So sunny days, so chill and lazy. Summer nights, yeah, we went crazy. You're the one, I'm never lonely. You'll always be my one and only. You're the reason I keep breathing. You know I'll never stop believing. You're the better part of me. You've become my destiny. And you say that twice. You become my destiny. Because I'm always thinking there's a tag. I'm always thinking chorus. So you might be thinking poem. But I'm always thinking chorus. So anyway, guys, those are my lyrics based on the image. And this is really fun. It's a really fun thing. And, you know, there shouldn't be a time limit. I want you to really get in. I really want you to take time out. I don't want you to have a million things on your schedule. I want you to go in a room if you have a couple hours to kill and really go in here. I want you to, this is the best movie theater you could ever ask for, is right up here. It really is. And if you go in there and you go to your own little mental movie theater, you can pull out some great, great songs and just great art. Okay, so just remember that. I want you to think about that. All right, guys, that is all the time that we have for tonight. I can't wait to see what you guys wrote for this based on that picture. I'm really eager to see. I've really loved all the stuff you guys have been writing and coming up with. You guys are amazing. You just really, you blow me away sometimes with what you guys write for this. So anyway, guys, until tomorrow, tomorrow I'm going to put a melody to these lyrics on our Friday class. So guys, until then, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. I love you guys. I miss you. Be safe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.